In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 16, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Bucks versus Chicago Bulls. The red-hot Milwaukee Bucks travel to the Windy City to take on the Chicago Bulls on Thursday night. The Bucks have reeled off 11 straight wins and moved to the top of the Eastern Conference rankings along with Boston. Meanwhile, the Bulls have struggled along the first half of the season thanks to injuries and inconsistencies. The Bulls are within striking distance of a playoff spot as they jockey for position with the Wizards and Raptors. Looking at the betting trends, the Bucks are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Bulls are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 11-4 in the last 15 meetings overall, and the Bucks are 13-3 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in Chicago. The Bucks are still missing Bobby Portis and Pat Connaughton, while the Bulls are keeping eyes on Derrick Jones Jr., Goran Dragic, and DeMar DeRozan are all listed as day-to-day. Chicago is surprisingly 2-0 against Milwaukee this season, but the Bulls are playing terrible basketball as of late and will have to play the Bucks on a back-to-back. As a road favorite, Milwaukee is 9-5-2 against the spread, while Chicago is 6-5-1 against the spread as a home underdog. Yet, the Bulls are dealing with plenty of injuries, which has impacted their offense as Chicago has struggled to score, which is a concern against the Bucks, who are long and rainy and defend well. The games before the ASG break are tough as players may sit, but I expect Milwaukee to play everyone as the Bucks are coming off a big win over Boston and look to head into the break atop the Eastern Conference. The Bucks are currently the hottest team in the league, and they will be brimming with confidence after outlasting the Celtics in a thrilling overtime win on Tuesday, while the Bulls are mired in their worst slump of the season and they just lost to the slumping Pacers. The Bucks are 13-3 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in Chicago, and the Bulls are playing on 0 days rest. So the Milwaukee Bucks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Chicago will look to slow down the pace on the back-to-back, and with their key injuries, the Bulls' offense has struggled to score, and against this Milwaukee defense, that will be problematic. Chicago is 33-24 in hitting the under this season, which is the best in the NBA, while on no rest the Bulls are 4-6. Milwaukee, meanwhile, is 29-28 in hitting the under and currently plays at a pace of 102.5, which ranks 10th and ranks 4th in defensive efficiency. Chicago, meanwhile, plays at a pace of 101.8, which ranks 16th. Finally, in the Bulls' last 4 games when these injuries happened, the games are averaging just 198 points per game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards versus Minnesota Timberwolves. On Thursday evening, the Washington Wizards travel to the Target Center for a road matchup with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Wizards trounced the Portland Trail Blazers 126-101 Wednesday. The Timberwolves outlasted the Dallas Mavericks 124-121 Tuesday. The Wizards are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 games overall. The Timberwolves are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 2 days rest. The under is 12-5 in Wizards' last 17 road games. The over is 5-0-1 in Timberwolves' last 6 overall. The Wizards are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota and 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Wizards are starting to heat up again with 3 wins in their last 4 outings. They looked great in their dominant win over the Trail Blazers, and they don't have a single player listed on the injury report. The Timberwolves are keeping eyes on Kyle Anderson and Rudy Gobert, who are both questionable, but they they are coming into this one with plenty of momentum after sneaking past the new-look Mavericks in a close one on Monday. The Wizards used a 38-point third quarter to take control as they blew out the Portland Trail Blazers 126-101 Wednesday. Kyle Kuzma returned from an ankle sprain and scored 33 points, and Kristaps Porzingis added 28 points and 12 rebounds. Although they are 3 games below the .500 mark entering this interconference matchup, they have played well of late with Kuzma and Bradley Beal in the lineup, winning 3 of 4. Minnesota has also played well, but Porzingis and company have an advantage here, leading Gobert to guard him on the perimeter, as long as he can nail a couple of three-pointers that will shift Minnesota's defense. It's hard to split these two squads at the moment, but the Wizards are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota, and I believe that trend continues here as the Wizards escape with the minor upset. So the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Timberwolves are 4th in pace of play entering this inter-conference meeting with the Wizards. They overcame an offensive explosion from Kyrie Irving after they blew a huge lead, ultimately beating the Dallas Mavericks 124-121. All-star guard Anthony Edwards scored 32 points and Rudy Gobert had 21 points and 14 rebounds. Defensively, it has been a work in progress, and they let Dallas come back in mere minutes from a 26-point deficit. Washington can score, and Kyle Kuzma is back after an ankle injury. He is playing dominant basketball entering the break, and this will be a back and forth high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Phoenix Suns. In the final game before the All-Star break, the red-hot Phoenix Suns host division rival, the Los Angeles Clippers, in a marquee Thursday night matchup. The Suns are 32-27 while the Clippers are right behind them at 32-28. The Suns won both previous meetings this season, in December and October, covering both times at Los Angeles. Looking at the betting trends, the Clippers are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games, while the Suns are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 home games, 4-10 against the spread in their last 14 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 6-0 in the last 6 meetings overall, and the Clippers are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Clippers are shorthanded for this one as Norman Powell will be rested, while the Suns are still missing Landry Shamet, Cameron Payne, and Kevin Durant. The Clippers and Suns made a slew of savvy moves at the trade deadline, with the big splash made by Phoenix landing superstar Kevin Durant. It was the first home game for the Suns since they completed a trade with Brooklyn for Durant, who is recovering from a right knee injury and has not played since Jan. 12. He was introduced during a timeout in the third quarter and received a standing ovation. Phoenix was literally playing for Durant at times, saluting him on the bench after made buckets. This is the last game before the All-Star break, and it remains to be seen who will sit for Los Angeles. If George or Leonard sit, this will be an easy victory for Phoenix. They have won 11 of 14 and are on a great run. The Los Angeles Clippers have shown signs of progress, but they're still in that hit-or-miss stage where you're not sure what you're going to get from game to game. The Phoenix Suns have Booker back in the mix. They're playing improved ball these last couple of weeks, and the overall feel has changed with the addition of Durant. The Suns have a pep in their step they didn't have before. Here we have 2 informed teams colliding in what could easily be a playoff preview, but with the Clippers looking to rest Powell, I'll lean towards the Suns to take advantage and earn their 3rd straight win. The Clippers are only 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall, and I believe that trend continues here as the Suns take care of business at home. So the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Clippers played an efficient offensive game as they defeated the Golden State Warriors 134-124 at home Tuesday. Kawhi Leonard scored 33 points, tying his career high with 7 three-pointers, and Norman Powell added 24 points. But it was the work of the Clippers bench that made the difference in the game, with Bones Highland and Mason Plumlee playing prominent roles. I believe the Clippers sit George or Leonard for this game, so those players will see more of a role. Both teams are in the bottom half with respect to pace of play as well. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.